Hello there. This week, the co-leader for New Conservatives, Helen Houghton, released a video about the soaring rate of youth crime going on at the moment and how the way to fix it is, well, we're not allowed to smack children anymore, but
Ill-advised legislation, back to the no smacking bill. Now, I know that parents don't want to physically harm their children. However, have we taken away the ability of parents to provide boundaries and consequence?
hmm, and also wokeism.
We have also got lots of institutions where there's a lot of woke stuff coming in.
Wokeism is what's leading to an increase in the crime rate. So let's have a quick look at some statistics and information that's been publicly available for many, many years and see whether or not it's as accurate as their claim that puberty blockers are the same as chemical castration, because that's inaccurate in every way possible. Let's take a look first at the idea that it's something to do with the anti-smacking bill. This graph here charts all youth crime that were charged between 1980 and the end of 2022. So it is as old as I am. Ugh, that's a scary thought. That large peak of 360,000 charges was the year before the anti-smacking bill came into law. And as you can see, there's been a very steady decrease over that time since then, 2008, 2009. That little bump that we have is 2016, I think, which is before the current government actually got into power. So can't say it's anything to do with them or any of the woke nonsense that the government's been putting into place. But what this graph also tells us is really fascinating around the support structures that are needed in place to support young people who have offended to get out of offending. And in 2012, 2013, the Ministry of Social Development did a massive study looking at different ways that people who had been charged with crimes that were youths were supported afterwards. That included things like supervision and being sent to military camps, which is a National Party policy again. How do you think that turned out? Yeah, it turned out exactly as everyone told Christopher Luxon it had turned out. 86% of those that went through military-style camps reoffended within 12 months. 86%, that's significantly high. But those that went through supervision, they had an amazingly good turnout. There was decreases in the amount of crimes that they reoffended with, as well as the seriousness of crimes that any of those reoffended went through and did. So that support structure became really important. Now, one of the things that a lot of conservatives don't understand about wokeism, which is their big scary word of the week, is that support structures are really important to make sure that people feel accepted, understood, and listened to. And that's exactly what was in place for these. It should also be noted that supervision's not something that happens very often when it comes to youth offenders. It tends to be something that's more for adult offenders. As well, New Conservatives do not have a policy in place to lock kids up in military-style camps. That's very much a National Party policy. But it does show that that woke support structure, where people feel like they can be themselves and they're not going to be judged for it and supported in their journey, actually helps reduce the crime rate and reduce reoffending for youth offenders.